Hey everybody, this is Ashley Stahl from AshleyInternational.com and CakePublishing.com. Hi! I just wanted to talk to so many of you about how to start a business that you're really excited about. And the reason that I particularly want to talk about this is because I was recently speaking to a group of women and all of them seemed to talk to me like getting clients or starting a business was like this enigma or some sort of impossibility. And they would talk to me, hi Monique. They would talk to me like clients come out of nowhere and that it almost didn't make sense to them how to get started. And so I wanted to share some really good tips with you just so that I could get you in motion. But one thing I want to point out is that I think that all of us are uniquely designed in our lives to go upwards like this. And I think most often we have belief systems that keep us thinking that life is like this, hills and valleys, hills and valleys. But I think the truth is that we create those hills and valleys through our mindset, and that if we want to start believing that we are destined to go like this, we can create results like that too. So obviously there's going to be fear, and true confession, I am going to my first CrossFit fitness class today, and I am so horrified. I've never done this kind of fitness before, and I don't know if I'm scared or inspired to do it, but here's the thing. I am trusting that despite how uncomfortable it is for me, that it's good for me. And there's a quote that I really love, and managing a ghostwriting house full of writers, I always tell them, it's not that I like writing, it's like I like having written. And same with starting a business. It's not like I love running a business. I love having done it, the feeling, the fulfillment, and what it brings into my life. So I think that business and career is just a vehicle for self-expression, and I'd be so excited to just share with you how you can really take, number one, who you are and wrap a business around that. So a lot of people think all the time, how do I figure out a business that people want? The first question to ask yourself is, who am I and what is my unique skill set? It's not about what industry you're interested in, although that helps. It's about what is your unique function, what is your unique foundation and skill set that you can bring into the world, and how do you wrap a business around that? So the first strategy that I want to share with you is, after you've really given some thought about how you can best serve, what function that you have to give. So for me, I was always a communicator and a writer. And if you look at Ashley International or our workshops at landmorejoboffers.com, you've seen me really focus on writing and communication. So what is your special gift? Is it writing? Is it communication? Is it numbers, number crunching, data analytics? What is that functionality? That's the first question to be asking yourself. And once you're clear on that, the first step is to get free clients. I know this sounds counterintuitive that I'm here to help you value yourself, but one of the biggest tools when you own a business is to be able to show results that you've had and create a track record for yourself. And free clients are an amazing way to do this. So one of the things I would recommend doing is posting on Facebook or sharing with your friends, or maybe they can post for you on Facebook without saying your name if you want to keep it confidential and you don't want your job to know about it. Is to say you're looking for a handful of free clients that you're going to offer free services to in exchange for an honest testimonial. Their testimonial can show up on Yelp, which is an amazing business builder for service providers, and it can also show up on your website with their image, their picture of their face, and their city and their first and last name. So if you can be clear on that. And when you ask for free clients, you also want to make sure that you set up some sort of application process or something that really filters through who's serious. And what I mean by that is, you don't want people who don't take the free opportunity seriously, and people will. So it's really important, although I always believe the best in people, to prepare for that by creating some sort of homework or assignment that you can give them so that they can take some sort of test, or even just answer 5 questions that you might have about serving them, so that once they become your free client, you've already pre-qualified them by making them do a little bit of work on the front end to make sure that they really will value your time and this opportunity. So you want to be clear about the boundaries around the free services. So maybe a boundary is that it's for a certain period of time. Maybe a boundary is that you don't do email support, or maybe you do. You want to be really, really clear. I believe that businesses are only as strong as the contracts that they have in place, and that just means really clear communication and boundaries, because there's nothing worse for a client relationship than not being clear on a boundary and then having to enforce it later down the line. A second strategy I have, and this is great for you whether you want to start a business now or not, this is great legwork for you to put in, is to start writing for small blogs. So one thing that I know about PR is it's a bit of an avalanche. And what I mean by that is that great PR happens when you really start to build blocks. So there's some small blogs right now, maybe they have 5,000 readers, that would love for you to contribute to them. And by being a contributor, putting your content out there, you're creating a brand for yourself, and you're also setting yourself up for something to go viral and for you to really show it. So back years ago when I started my business, I knew that if I wrote for free and I put my writing on the internet, that people would start to see me as some sort of authority. God bless them all. And then from there, I was able to show the content that I'd created that performed well to higher level, higher caliber publications, including that's how I started being a paid contributor for Forbes. So maybe the more you put out there, the smaller the blogs you start with. Maybe you want to create a list of different places you would love to be published online, love to be seen as an authority, and start emailing the editors or the owners of those blogs asking if they take guest posts. And then from there, once you have one that does well, and you can also ask about the rules. Different blogs have different rules. So some blogs, they don't want you to repost the content that you provide to them, and they own the content from you. Other blogs don't mind if you post it on your LinkedIn. And what you really want to do is you want to start posting content, and you could do this even if you're a job seeker, just to increase your value in the workplace by being a subject matter expert and building some sort of authority on the internet. Is you want to start getting to a place where you can show traction on your content. That's why I love LinkedIn, because it shows how many views your pieces got. And if you check out my LinkedIn, you'll see I'm a content machine. I love to write though, and I know not everybody does, so don't feel the pressure to do that. Quality is better than quantity. So once you post something on your LinkedIn, eventually you're going to get something that gets more traction. That really sets you up to present yourself to higher level publications, be it theentrepreneur.com, Inc.com, even Huffington Post, whatever speaks to you. And again, if you're trying to get clients through posting content online and you're trying to establish authority, don't overlook the smaller niche blogs that have your audience reading. And one thing to remember is to always reference yourself in the writing you put out there as an authority on that topic. So for me, as a career coach, saying as a career coach for millennials, or referencing the fact that we have a job hunting course in 25 countries. Whatever it is, I always make sure to reference myself so that the reader knows what I do and who I am, and they're not just reading great content, but they're actually understanding more about who I truly am. And the third strategy that I want to recommend for those of you who are thinking about starting a business or just want to tinker with it, which obviously you want to get committed at some point, but I understand wanting to just kind of feel it out, is to create a signature system. So especially if you're a service provider, signature systems create trust. So if you look at ashleyinternational.com and soon to be cakepublishing.com will have a signature system as well, you're going to see that we create systems and outline procedures for how we work with our clients. And if you think about it, your clients are like somebody standing in a dark cave, and you are the flashlight for them to figure out and to get more connected to how you can be of service to them. And the signature system is the flashlight. It's a way for you to hold their hand, walk them through, and paint a picture of what it would be like to work with you. So if you're a career coach, a life coach, something like that, and you work in sessions, and that's really easy, you can lay out how many sessions you do, what you cover in each one. There's your signature system, slap a title on it. Maybe you're someone who has a product. You could talk about the different steps of that product and how it creates the results. But one of the most powerful things about signature systems is it allows people to feel into the results that you're going to create for them. So these are just some best practices. Obviously, if you want to get out there and get more clients, I can't recommend speaking engagements enough. I used to speak all the time, and there's so many different institutions that are dying for public speakers, and you don't need to create multiple talks. Create one talk and pitch it to a bunch of different conferences. Just figure out who's running the conference. Send a cold email to them. Let them know you'd love to share your talk. Go to colleges, universities, whatever it is, and eventually you're going to see that with the testimonials you get from your free clients that I mentioned earlier on in this Facebook Live, and also with the writing that you're doing, helping you be seen as an authority, and also with you speaking and having a signature system, you are going to create trust and you're going to get your first clients. I did another Facebook Live a while ago about how to get clarity, so feel free to tune into that one. That one's great if you're not really clear on who you are, how you want your business to look. It applies whether you're a job seeker or a business owner. And what I talked about with personal branding and putting yourself out on the internet is amazing for you, even if you're not a business owner, if you're a job seeker. So with that said, I just am so happy to be sitting with you here. I'm heading to my first CrossFit class ever, so if you could send me luck. I don't know if I'm scared or inspired. Maybe scared for the people in the class to have to be in that with me. I'm definitely not a fitness champion. You don't see me marketing fitness on the internet. Know your brilliance. And I'm so excited to be spending time with you. And you better believe I'll be having a cupcake after this fitness class. Take care and happy business launching and client getting. I'm so excited for all of you.